All right, welcome out to another episode of the Pirates Cove podcast. This is being brought to you by GT Sports. This is episode number 91. I'm getting close to the 100. Um, I've been working hard to try to get to 100. I'm almost there, but this is 91. And this evening, I'm gonna be talking, of course, Rockport-Fulton Pirates Sports. We got a lot of things going on. Got a basketball playoff game going on later tonight that I want to talk about before game starts. And then, of course, we're going to be talking soccer, powerlifting, softball, and, of course, baseball. So a lot to talk about. And so we'll get started here. And we'll start off, of course, with our basketball team. Of course, our boys had a great season this year. They're coached by Coach Damian Bates, who I think has done a great job. Last podcast, we talked about our junior varsity and how good they have done this year. Um, Coach Thompson did a great job. So, when your JV wins district, they go 11-1. I believe is what I said they were. It's a positive, because that's the future of our Pirates, our basketball program. Some of those guys will be around for 2, maybe 3 years. So to know that we have that level of athleticism and of kids that can play the game and win district, future always looks bright, right? So our junior varsity did a great job winning district. With our varsity getting into the playoffs, obviously we didn't win district like we wanted to, but the regular season is over now. It's time to focus on the playoffs, and they've got a big one tonight, first round by district. They'll go in and play against Somerset. Somerset, another very good team. I think they won district, I believe, or second place. I'm not exactly sure, but they got about the same record that Rockport does. So this is going to be a big challenge, I believe, for the Pirates. That game takes place tonight at 7 p.m. At the Kenedy High School. So, of course, all that information is out already. But I wish the Coach Bates, his assistant coaches, and all of our Pirate players good luck. Hopefully, we can get that win and advance to the second round. I know that's been something that Coach Bates last year, we played against a really tough team getting into the playoffs, but taking the loss in the first round. So I know it's something that we want to try to get. But of course, all you can do is go out there and play the game. So definitely good luck to Coach Bates and the Pirates. Hopefully we get the win tonight against a really tough and good Somerset team. It's going to be a really good game, I believe. Both teams are good. Rockport, obviously, they've got some outside shooters. Inside, you've heard me talk about the amount of points that we've been getting pretty much inside the paint from our big guys. So hopefully we'll need those points or more tonight. We're definitely going to need our shots to go down. I believe Rockport is going to need some help from just outside of the other guys. We're going to need some other guys to step it up tonight. The bench, when they come in, are going to have to provide some points, I think, for Rockport to win tonight. And then, of course, the big thing is defensively. I think we'll have to play some really good defense. This is a good team that we're playing up against, and I think we have to bring our A game, limit the mistakes, obviously, all of the things that you have to do to play to win a playoff game, right? But I believe Rockport does have a great opportunity with the players that we got. I don't really ever look at what the other team has as much as what we have and what we're capable of doing. And if we play our best game tonight, I think Rockport will come out victorious because, like I said, we got the shooters, we got our bigs inside the paint. We play some good defense. If our bench comes up and we can get some points from our bench, then I think we'll come up with the win, and we'll be talking more basketball going into the second round. But again, the Pirates have a big game tonight at Kenedy against Somerset. First round by district. It's going to be a good one. And I'm definitely looking forward. I'll be paying attention. I couldn't make the game, obviously, because I had this podcast I had to do, and I have another one that I have to do at around 6:30 or 7 tonight. So couldn't make it, but definitely I'll be paying attention. I've got my monitor ready to kind of check on some updates and following some parents that go to the game and post. So hopefully we will get good results here, but I'll definitely be paying attention through the monitors. I'll be watching and paying attention to certain people that may be at the game. They'll probably post some things. So once again, good luck to our Pirates. Looking forward, and hopefully they come back with the W tonight. Now, I was kind of looking. I'm listening to some '80s. I've been getting into the '80s as I'm starting to, in my office, starting to put things together. I play a lot of '80s now, man, and that's some really good music. It takes me back when I was a kid, when I was younger, a young teenager. So definitely they play all this music that I usually don't hear every day. So I've gotten into this satellite radio in these '80s, and they play some really good music. So if I'm not listening to the '80s, man, I'm listening to some kind of podcast that has to do with sports. But right now I'm jamming to the '80s. And it's really pumping me up, man. So I'm really getting going here. Now we'll turn it over to our soccer boys, Rockport-Fulton Pirates soccer, our boys. They had a game on Friday against Ingleside, and they took the big win over Ingleside 5-0. This was a district game. It was a game that I believe Rockport needed to win, and they did. Now they did play Ingleside back on January the 17th, and it was a closer game. We took the win. That was our first game, I believe, in district. We got that win 5-3. So looking at this game, second go around, being able to shut out that Ingleside when they scored three the first time, and our defense was able to shut them out, and us, you're getting some scores and winning 5-0. Rockport sweeps Ingleside in the regular season, which is good to see because Rockport, they needed this win. They lost to Beeville and then they lost to London. So we need to get back on our winning ways, and we sure did in a big way, beating a pretty good Ingleside team. So next for the Pirates, they'll be playing tomorrow, Tuesday, February 21st, 2023. They'll travel all the way to Kingsville. They defeated Kingsville on the 20th of January, 10-1. So they got a big win when they played them. So the expectation would be that the Pirates will go back tomorrow out in Kingsville and should get another win. Of course, you never know, right? But we're looking forward to Rockport getting the soccer boys getting another win out at Kingsville. Their overall record right now sits at 12 wins, 4 losses, 2 ties, and they're 7-2 in district play. Of course, those 2 losses coming to 2 tough teams in Beeville and London. So as we had talked about prior, and I had Coach Elkins on the podcast, we knew that the bottom half of that district was going to be tough, those games. So Rockport has another opportunity to continue to get better. Every game got to take it one game at a time. You don't want to overlook any of these teams as London and Beeville come back around, right? Right now, you got to be focused on Kingsville getting that win, getting better every game, every practice. We do have a shot at playing and beating Beeville and London. Those would be 2 games here in about 2 weeks that they'll take place. And definitely we need to get those wins and to have an opportunity to win the district title. So still in the race. Obviously this is a very good team. It's a team that I saw last year play with a lot of those players, district champs, and getting a few rounds in the playoffs. A lot of those players coming back this year. So expectation is really high for our soccer boys. But like I said, it's one game at a time, taking it one game at a time, not overlooking any of these teams that could creep up on you and get a win. We've got to, beat the teams that we're supposed to beat, get as good as we can get better every practice, every game. And then, of course, when Beeville and London rolls around, play our best game and hopefully we come up with the W's. Now, I got to tell you, man, I'm making plans to go to those games. I definitely want to go to the London game. I'm not sure if I can make the Beeville game, but the London game, I believe I do want to make. These are going to be two great games, and I believe that Rockport is going to play better in both of these games than you saw in the first go around. It doesn't take away from Beeville's talent or London's talent, but I believe, Rockport, you're going to see a better performance from them when we play these teams again, and hopefully, when it's all said and done, right, we'll get the wins over these 2 teams, and let's see where the chips fall, and maybe become district champs or co-district champs. We'll see how that plays out. But for right now, Kingsville's next up. We need to go down there and take care of business in round 2, like we did round 1. So again, good luck to Coach Elkins and his Pirates as they'll travel to Kingsville tomorrow night to take on the Brahmas down there. Next, we'll go down to our Lady Pirates, our Rockport-Fulton Lady Pirates soccer team. Rockport, they played Ingleside on Friday, and they ended up in a tie 0-0. Ingleside had defeated Rockport the first go around on the 17th of January 2-0. So we didn't get the win like we wanted to, but we didn't take the loss either. And I think that's some improvement that the coach, I believe, Lynch is wanting to see. It's been a little challenge the first go around from district. I expected. I think this is a really young team. I'm not really sure, but I know they graduated some seniors last year. I knew there were some girls that were coming back, so I'm just assuming that this is fairly a young team. But the second go around, I believe these girls are going to play a lot better. And they start off with Ingleside. Like I said, Ingleside taking that loss 2-0, but that defense showing up on Friday for the Pirates, not allowing Ingleside to get any goals, I think, as they push forward in the right direction. Like I said, not the win that we wanted, but definitely we didn't take a loss. So that's positive. So continue to work hard, Lady Pirates. Their next game will be Tuesday, tomorrow, the 21st. That game will be played here against Kingsville at 6 p.m. So again, the Lady Pirates are looking to get that win against Kingsville. Hopefully here at home tomorrow if you're in town. I think the weather's going to be beautiful. I believe it's beautiful out there today. So I believe tomorrow will be just like today. So definitely come on out to Pirate Stadium and watch some soccer and support our Lady Pirates. As like I said, they'll play at home to take on Kingsville. They need to get that win to stay in contention for the playoffs. So big game tomorrow for our Lady Pirates. Hopefully we can come out and get that win over Kingsville to give us some momentum as we start playing the second round of the district. So again, good luck to Coach Lynch and the Lady Pirates as they play tomorrow once again at home versus Kingsville. Some shopping malls. Robert Hazard. I love that. Next, we'll talk about our Rockport-Fulton Pirates powerlifting team. Like I said last year, we were able to go out and live stream a lot of their meets. Couldn't do that this year, but hopefully I'll have Coach Robbins on this week. I'm hoping he can come on this week. We'll see what his schedule's like, see if he's got some time. But definitely, I'm hoping to have Coach Robbins on Wednesday. I haven't gotten confirmation yet. I know they're busy, but if I do, I'll let you guys know through our social media pages. But I'm looking forward to having Coach Robbins, if he's available, to come on and talk some powerlifting with us. I believe I read they have one more meet left. But from what I have read, we are doing really good. We have had 8 qualifiers so far that have qualified for the region meet. We placed third in this last meet. It was the West Oso meet. So that's good overall. And like I said, we have 8. We might have more. I believe, if I'm telling you correctly, they have one more meet. So we may get some more qualifiers. I'm not sure, but we have 8 so far that have qualified. And I think that's awesome. Gabby Rodriguez, Katie Garcia, Ava Moreno, Adrian Estrada, Jonas Olivares, Steely Snyder, Summer Garcia, Cheyenne Martinez. They've all qualified to this point. Currently, they have qualified for the region meet. That's awesome. Congratulations to our powerlifters, your boys and girls. Good luck when you get to region, right? It's a big honor for a lot of these lifters. Might be their first time going. So that's awesome. That just kind of shows the work that they put in from last year to this year. It takes a lot of work, I've said, to be able to get there. There's just not becoming stronger. There's just so much that you have to do, your technique and just the way you have to do, lift and stuff, where you don't get disqualified or anything like that. I mean, I don't know a lot about powerlifting, but I know it takes a lot of work. And so congratulations to these 8 powerlifters here from Rockport who are going to represent our school and our community at the region meet. There's one more left. So hopefully we're going to be talking next week about more. We're going to add more names to the list. But right now there's a total of 8. And again, like I always said, I think Coach Robbins, both Robbie and Amanda Robbins, do one heck of a job here for us and teaching these kids, showing these kids. It's a lot of work. You got to keep these kids motivated to want to come in, put the work in the off season. Then, of course, powerlifting season comes, just showing up every day, getting all your techniques and everything that you got to do right. It takes a lot of work. So I think we have two coaches here that are doing a phenomenal job for us. I see more kids wanting to get in. We had a state champ, back to back, I believe, state champ in Val Ramirez. So we're definitely pointed in the right direction here with our powerlifting team. We have 8 right now. Hopefully, we can add more on that list, and let's see from there if we can advance to a statement. You never know, right? But once again, congratulations to our lifters as they qualified for the region meet. That's awesome. And like I said, I hope to have Coach Robbins on. I know he's real busy, especially at this time, but if he can hopefully get on, that'd be great. If he can, we'll try to get him on sometime before powerlifting season um, is over. But I definitely am looking forward to bringing him on so that he can kind of talk a little bit on this podcast about all of his lifters, all of the power lifters, and talk a little bit about these 8 that have qualified and the work that they put in. Because if there's one person that knows, right, it's the coaches to see it every day, the work that these kids are putting in. So that's awesome. Next, we'll turn it over to our softball program, and I'm always excited. I've been watching softball here in Rockport for 2 years, following the younger youth, like I said, and you've heard me say this on the podcast, where we have some talent for the years coming. I mean, I see the younger talent that we have coming up in the middle school, below the middle school, and the last 2 years, we always have talent. We have always had talent coming up. And this year, our softball team, they're always going to be good every year, right? We're always competing for a district title. And we're off to a great start this year. They're coached under Coach Reyes. Coach Reyes has been here for some time now here in Rockport, running our softball program. And I think she's done a phenomenal job with our program, putting these girls in position to be successful. You're seeing a lot of our girls leaving high school, playing at the next level. I think that's awesome to be able to see that, to see girls start off young here and work their way up to varsity, play at the varsity level. And then when they graduate from Rockport, they continue to play the game that they love at the next level. And we've had quite a few in the last couple of years that I've been aware of that are a couple of girls that continue to play softball at the next level. So that's always a great thing to see. But, our softball team this year, they played Kingsville. They had a couple of scrimmages, and then they played Kingsville and got a big win over Kingsville. And then they had a day to rest, and then they were coming back on Thursday for the tournament here in Rockport called Battle at the Bay Tournament, where Rockport went 5-0. They were the tournament champs. And if you go and watch these games, obviously there's some talent there, right? But there's a lot of young girls, first year, I believe, on varsity, mixed in with some of the girls that have been there for like now 3 years, right? So to me, that's great to see because, that tells me that the leadership is there, right? And I think we have great leadership. I know a couple of girls that were there when they were sophomores, they're seniors now. So the leadership is definitely there. And you mixed in that talent with some of the younger talent and some of these girls. And we're off to a great start, right? And the district is always good. Like I said, the battles with Sinton, Calhoun has been good. Ingleside's been good. The district is always good. This district is always good. And I don't think this year is going to be any different, right? So, getting into this tournament and going undefeated and becoming, tournament champs, I think is huge. So Rockport's undefeated right now. And that's great. You can't start off any better than what our Lady Pirates have started off, right? So again, in our tournament, going undefeated, and not really sure on the team that they played how good they are. Didn't really look into them to see what they did last year. But it's about what Rockport's doing. It's not about what the other teams are doing. And when you go 5-0, and that's the kind of start. I think it builds confidence, especially in our younger girls that are playing. So definitely we're off to a great start. And I want to congratulate Kimberly Gerloff, named the tournament most valuable player. Kimbo has been one that's this is her third year, I believe, on varsity. She's a senior, so she's one of the ladies that when you talk about the leadership, and there's others there, but definitely Kimbo was one of the leaders on this team. I would imagine, her third year, she knows the system. She's played under Coach Reyes, so she definitely knows what the expectation is, and so. With these seniors leading the way, I think we're going to have a really, really great season. So again, congratulations to Kimbo on being named the tournament most valuable player. I'm sure it was well deserved. The ladies now will play tomorrow, Tuesday, February 21st, here at home versus Oldham. That game takes place at 6. So, if, like I said, the weather's going to be good for the girls' soccer over at Pirate Stadium. You can definitely, if you're in town, come out and watch some softball. It's never disappointing when you watch these girls play softball. A lot of talent there. They'll be playing at home tomorrow at 6 p.m. against Oldham. I don't have any info on Oldham. I'm not sure how good this team is or not. But again, this is all the non-district. Usually coaches will play these. It is to get them prepared for the district, these tournaments that they play in. The wins are good, right? But you want to see improvement in areas that need improving before you get into district. So I'm sure even though we are uh, undefeated right now early on and we're off to a great start, I'm sure there's some things that Coach Reyes still knows that these girls need to work on, and that's what they do in this non-district. The wins are great. You want to keep them going, but you want to get better in those areas that need to get better at so that we're well prepared when we get into district, hopefully battle for a district title, right? And then get into the playoffs and make a deep playoff run. That's what we play for, right? So every game is crucial, but again, it's always good when you get the wins. And the Lady Pirates are off to a great start. So good luck tomorrow to Coach Reyes, her assistant coaches, and the players. As like I said, they'll play tomorrow at 6 p.m. here at home against Oldham. If you get an opportunity, please come on out there and show your support to our Lady Pirates softball team. It's going to be a great season this year. I can feel it. And then we'll finish it off here with our Rockport-Fulton Pirates baseball team. You've heard me say here before, their season don't start till Thursday, the 23rd. They will be traveling to Sinton. They will be playing in the Sinton tournament. They, I think, have 2 games on Thursday, 1 on Friday, and 1 on Saturday, I believe, if I saw correct. Didn't put it on my notes, but I have it on my notebook, and I believe that's what I saw. 2 on Thursday, 2 games on Thursday, 1 on Friday, 1 on Saturday. I do have the games that the teams are going to play. I don't have them right in front of me here, but I will be posting it up as we get closer to Thursday. But again, this is another team that's looking to make another to compete for the district title, obviously, and make another deep playoff run. Another still young team, I think that's going to do some great things this year. Some of these guys, you heard me talk about some of the sophomores that are now seniors on the softball team with the leadership. I think Coach Tutti Elizondo has the same with his boys, a lot of leadership. Got some juniors there. I know there's some seniors there that are leaders, but he's had some of these players that are juniors now that have been with him since they were freshmen. So there is a ton of leadership and experience for some of these younger guys that are going to be on this baseball varsity team that they can lean on. Coach Elizondo had a great season last year, coming in second place and getting to the third round of the playoffs. So they're definitely looking to do that again this year, possibly get past the third round. Obviously, is what they would love to do and get into the next round. And I think this team is very capable of doing that. Like I said, going to have some younger pitchers. But I saw some of these guys last year, and I'm excited to see what some of these young guys can do. But I think the offense is going to be there. Definitely got a lot of those players coming back last year, so I know that we can hit the ball. We'll just have to put it all together. But I think we got a great coach up there. I think we got a good program. Been very successful since Coach Tutti Elizondo has been the head guy. I've only followed them for 2 years, so I know what they did, the last 2 years. And this is mainly what I can talk about because I saw them in year 1 that I was involved, where they went to the first round of the playoffs, third place, first round of the playoffs, and they exit. But then last year, second round, I followed them. They go from third to second place in district, and then they go from the first round to the third round. So that's a big jump. That's a huge improvement. And that's why I'm excited. And that's why Pirate fans should be excited about our baseball team, because there's a lot of experience and a lot of talent there. So definitely come on out when you get an opportunity. They'll be on the road early on. Like I said, in Sinton, it's not too far. You can drive out there. I'll put down the definitely probably by Tuesday or Wednesday for sure, a day before the tournament. I'll let you know according to what I see, and the games that'll be played. If it's right, then I'm right. But I'm just kind of following what's written on the Rockport app. But they do have 4 games, so they'll be there, and then they'll come home, and I believe they'll have a tournament here at home. So you can definitely go out to Sinton, support our Rockport-Fulton Pirate baseball team. Not too far of a drive, but definitely when they're at home, we definitely want to see the fans out there. Definitely want to go down there. I know it makes the players happy to come on out there and cheer our baseball team on as well. Like I said, they don't start the season until a couple of more days. They'll start it on the road at the Sinton tournament. There'll be some good teams. There's always good teams out there. So Rockport's gonna get a taste, gonna get a good challenge from some of these teams. And I'm sure Coach Elizondo, like Coach Reyes, the wins are great, right? But definitely want to see and work on some of the things that we need to prepare ourselves for a very tough district, because this district that Rockport's in, it's a tough. They've got some really good teams that are well coached. So the district is always good, always very competitive, because there's some dang good teams there. So definitely looking forward to that. But until we get into district, right, it's playing these games one at a time, getting better, and competing for a district title, and definitely getting back in the playoffs and making a big push, big playoff run. So definitely, I just wanted to come out and put this out there. I know there's like I said, a game at 7 o'clock for our basketball boys, and I'm definitely wishing them all the luck and the safe travels up there and back. And the main thing is to have fun out there. I mean, you play the game to win, but you can learn a lot. And you've heard Coach Bates here and the way he coaches. It's not just about wins with Coach Bates. He wants to teach these young men a lot of things, and I think we have a great coach in Coach Bates when he's coaching our young guys here. So parents should be really happy to have a guy like Coach Bates here coaching our boys. But again, we definitely would definitely like to get the win, but have some fun out there, boys. Leave it all on the court, right? And let the chips fall where they may. But it's been a great season, no matter what happens this year, tonight, win or lose. It's been one heck of a season for us. Great record, tough district, but we were very, very competitive in all of the games that we played this year. And as a coach and I would imagine me as a Pirate fan, that's all you can ask for. You can ask for your team to go out there, be competitive. Hopefully at the end of the day, we get the wins, but competitive we were every game. And that is a great to see. So again, I want to wish Coach Bates and his boys good luck. Again, that will end our podcast this evening. It was a real short one, like I said. I just wanted to come out here, kind of recap what we did over the weekend. We had a lot of games on Friday, so I wanted to come out. I was going to come out on Sunday, but I figured I'd do it Monday right before game time. And then I'll be back over on Wednesday. Like I said, I'm already starting to send out the invitations to coaches. So hopefully we can get some coaches on this week. But again, coaches are busy. So hopefully we can get some of those coaches in. They'll have some time this week. We'll continue to send out the invites, and then we'll get the players in as well, because we definitely want to mix in coaches and players every week to come in and talk about the sport that they're playing and expectations that players may have. And if they want to talk a little bit about the work they put in, that's fine with me too. So definitely we have started to invite coaches. I haven't gotten any confirmation from any of them yet, but like I said, hopefully they'll be able to come on, and we're definitely looking forward to bringing them on, and then some players as well. So I'll be back. The next one will be on Wednesday. And if we don't have any coaches on Wednesday, we'll still come on to talk about the games that were played on Tuesday, and then we'll come back after Friday to talk more on the Pirates Cove, as we'll recap the games that are played on Friday. So we still got a lot to go, a lot to talk about. Like I said, there might be 2 podcasts per week now. on the Pirates Cove podcast. We were just doing Wednesday, but we may do two now, as I don't want to wait to try to bunch everything up on one Wednesday. There's just too many things going on. It's better to do it two. And we may even have three. Sometimes some of these podcasts just may consist of coaches that are able to come in, because we invite coaches. Sometimes, they're not available in the time that we would like them to come on. So we here on the Pirates Code will make the exception whenever they're available. We change things around here so that we can get the coaches on. So there may be three times. You may see a Pirates Code podcast 3 times a week, but definitely it'll be two, where they'll consist of what I just did this evening. Maybe some will just consist of interviews with just players, maybe just an interview with a coach or two. You never know. So definitely tune in. I'll definitely keep you guys posted, as I'll let you guys know on the social media pages exactly where or exactly when, date and time that we'll have our next Pirates Code podcast. Don't forget that we record now, and then we upload to our Pirates Cove YouTube channel. So if you like the podcast, please go to our Pirates Cove YouTube channel and become a subscriber, so you can catch all of these podcasts. And then we share it over to our Pirates Cove Facebook and Twitter page as well, so you can catch it there as well. And then we also have it on audio. But on audio, it's not the Pirates Cove. On audio for Anchor or Spotify, it's not Pirates Cove, it's GT Sports. So you can just go to Anchor, or you can go to Spotify, GT Sports. It's got a little football as an image. And then you can catch the audio there if you're commuting in your car or something, and you want to hear what we got to say, definitely. And the interviews will be good when you bring kids for interviews, or coaches. Definitely you want to catch on and hear what the coaches and the players have to say about the sport that they're playing. So you can catch it also on audio on Anchor and Spotify. So as we're expanding a little bit more, and we're going to continue to expand to other platforms. This is going to be great. So definitely, I just want to come in, like I said, talk a little bit about the games that were played on Friday. Looking forward to talk on Wednesday about Monday's game, tonight's game in basketball, and then of course the games that will be played on Tuesday. So again, thank you very much for watching my podcast. We'll be back Wednesday. Hopefully we will have a coach on. But if we don't, we'll keep working on the coaches and the players. But definitely we'll be talking, recapping games that were played on Monday and Tuesday. So until Wednesday, have a great evening. And we'll see you guys Wednesday here on the Pirates Cove podcast. Have a great night.